T-Man 978 Shill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now I'm taking a look at G.I. Joe Classified Series Phillip Chuckles Provost. I think that's how you pronounce it. But anyway, I believe this was a San Diego Comic-Con 2023 exclusive. If not, it was a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. But anyway, as we can see, this is some type of device that's able to make video calls. And he's calling the Baroness and the Crimson Twins, clothing that he stole that file from them on. It looks like the bats. But if you didn't order this online, or you just saw this in the store, you have no clue what it is, because it doesn't say G.I. Joe Classified Series anywhere, and you can barely see his name right here. But anywho, I'm gonna do a whole unboxing experience right here, because this is a special thing. It looks like it just has these two pieces of tape, and you would have to open that to see this, which they have already shown places. Here's this little comic right here with him grabbing that case, getting past the bats, going down the stairs, getting past more bats, busting out, jumping in the car, and getting away. But this reminds me of something Mezco would do with Gomez. So I guess, I don't know, if it didn't have that tape right there, I guess you could have this open and then you'd be able to see what's going on right there. Outside of that, it looks like I do have to cut this, and I do hear things just rattling around in there, so there's that. Let's open it so we can both experience what's actually happening at the same time. Well, it looks just like your typical packaging. You have the guy right here, Chuckles, and oh man, he has pennies. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. And we do get this right here, Extensive Enterprises Crimson Strike Team. So yeah, he stole this case from them, and this is the case that they come in, that 3-pack with the Baroness and the Crimson Twins. So that's cool. Oh look, he has his own special bag for his accessories. And it is that one bag, and the stupid warnings they have in every single Hasbro packaging, because they do universal packaging now. Alright, here's Chuckles and everything that comes in the packaging. I tried to separate them and their usefulness, or how they would be used, or whatever. I'm going to attempt to have final thoughts on this video instead of rambling throughout like I normally do. I don't ramble, but I will definitely go into certain thoughts throughout the video to force people to watch the whole video instead of having final thoughts. But I'm going to try to be different this time. First off, we have this briefcase, which is damaged or worn or whatever. There's scrapes and whatnot. You can open it by just pulling up right here. And inside we see there is like some briefcase detail or whatnot. Here are the files for the Crimson Bat, I'm assuming, which I do have in the background. I would assume they're Crimson because he stole this from the Crimson Twins and Baroness, and she's in Crimson gear. But nicely detailed. Of course, you can store that in here, and you can shut it. It stays shut nicely. He has a combat knife, like many G.I. Joe have, which fits into the holster right here on his leg, which is also an optional accessory. You get this pistol right here. Your basic pistol. It does have a port for blast effects. I have shown them on several different videos. There you are. That fits into this holster, which I believe is the same holster as Tunnel Rat, to be honest. But that fits in there. So we got that going on. I just looked again. It's a similar style holster, but it's completely different from Tunnel Rat. The holster was on him in the packaging, but of course, if you push it in through this hole and loop this over the head, you can get that right on him. While he's in front of me, he does have this watch right here, which I'm guessing that's military time, and it's slightly past midnight. You get these two fists. I always wish G.I. Joe came with optional fists. I think all of them should have optional fists, and they have brass knuckles, which are gold in this case right here. So there you go with that. You get a pair of binoculars right here. They have that opening right there because they can clip on the back of his belt. Here's the loop on the belt. You just force that into here. It doesn't stay that well, to be honest. You get these retro style headphones, which have been painted very shittily. Looks like Dollar Tree. I don't like it. They're also made out of this gummy material. They just loosely sit on the head, especially because of that gummy material. One of the more cooler things that helped push my decision to buy this guy is this cassette player right here. Like, they don't super advertise this in the product shots, but that sound wave just painted black. It has a peg on the back. It is completely sound wave. I don't know why they didn't just go all out and make it blue. It has the peg on the back because it ports onto the back of the belt really loosely, just like the binoculars, and the headphones, as you may have seen, just fell right off his head. You get these sunglasses, which are painted decently. I mean, they're painted good, but they are made out of a pliable material. We have to take these headphones off. I'll just put them around his neck. They can sit on him. They kind of designed his hair to have room to get these on there, but with them being so pliable, they will fall off very easily. You get this lay right here, which is designed, you can see the hump right there for the shoulders. I assume the more pinched in part is for the front of him. You could just put it over his neck or over his head, or you could take the head off. Like, the combination of this and the gun holster makes things frustrating for me, to be honest, but that's the best you're gonna get. It's laid flat up against everything, so there's that. They're supposed to be puffy anyway, so yeah. You get two sets of handcuffs. You get these handcuffs. I could have used these a couple of years ago for a picture I had with Gung Ho with his arms behind his back. Of course, these can go around the wrist pegs. If they can't fit, you'll have to pop off the hands to get them on an actual character. And then he has two broken handcuffs, so you can show that he escaped from Cobra's clutches. And last extra accessory, and one of the also main thing besides that sound wave, you get this optional goofy face right here after he got beat up while escaping with those plants. I really like that. This also has the grooves for the sunglasses. I'll just show that off briefly real quick, but he's probably going to have this on for most of the video after I show his regular face. Before I do that though, you want to see a cool thing? If you have Transformers Red or Transformers Red, that Walmart exclusive Shockwave, you can have Megatron and Soundwave at the same time. But let's get into Chuckles' regular face. Of course, in lighting and up close like this with the camera, it's going to be glossy looking. It's not that super glossy in person when you're looking at it from a normal distance. But there's that. Here is his Hawaiian style shirt. You see they do have the breakup right there. I'm not sure if these arms are from another character. I'm pretty sure they probably are. But his chest is exposed. He has a t-shirt. He's wearing Let me turn the lights down so you can actually see some of the detail right there. He's wearing obviously a tank top, looking at the stitching. Here's the back. His belt has one of those communicator dailies that pretty much every other G.I. Joe has. I'm sure these legs are the legs are reused. Let me not say I'm sure. I'm not sure which character, and I'm not digging through everything to figure it out, because they have pins, unlike the arms. If you see pins, it's old, because they don't do pins anymore. And then we have these boots down here, which I'm gonna have to turn the lights back up. Got these boots. And yeah. Looks wise, he looks great like most G.I. Joe figures. And I like the way they sculpted this. It looks more even. Sometimes the shoulders look like they're very low and don't match up with the collar. But this is a little bit better than normal. I'm sure I don't have to show this, but this may be someone's first G.I. Joe video, G.I. Joe Classified Series. The head is on a dumbbell joint, and there's a ball at the base of the neck. So you get a decent range of motion. The head you can look up. I saw somebody do a neck mod, but the head can look up decently without that. And it can look down and of course rotate and tilt and whatnot. Good tilting. Butterfly joints in the shoulders. Not a humongous range, but you get it. The shoulders go out. They rotate, of course. You get the bicep swivel. And this is the maximum amount. Let's see. Maximum amount of bend you get out of that. The wrist, this one hinges in and out like this and rotates, while this one goes up and down for weapon holding and rotates. The ab crunch, you get that, you get this, and you get this, and you get tilt up in there. And let me show you, my waist joint is loose. I've reached out to see if I can get a replacement, because this killed it for me right there. Taking them out the box, and you got that action going on, hate it. Drop down hips kick out to the side, all the way, kick forward, kick down, swivel. Double jointed knees, swivel on the boots. The boots kick all the way back like normal. They kick forward, but they get stuck on that sculpting, and you get ankle pivot. But that's a lot of kick forward. And once I actually pushed that for real, it was kind of simple pushing that forward, and I like that. Okay, here's my attempt at getting him all geared up. I have the handcuffs on him because he just broke out. He got the briefcase. He's holding his gun just in case he doesn't get out of the base without any problems. The lei, the glasses, the headphones, the stuff back there, yeah, that's all that right there. And you can get most of the things inside of this briefcase. And so here's things to note. It is hard to get all of his fingers around this. Like, you can just have the pointer finger or the trigger finger hanging out, but I don't like the way that looks. But I do like the way the wrist articulation works to make it look normal while he's holding that. But you can get most of the stuff inside of there, the little things. And one thing to note is that watch does not fit around his wrist at all. It just fits around the peg. So you can't have the watch and that on the handcuffs on at the same time. What I just said about his watch, we can partially ignore that. The handcuffs can go further up on the wrist, so you can get the watch on there in front of it, actually. But here he is with the brass knuckles. So I wanted to show that off. Here he is with the handcuffs on. Be careful. They do flex a little bit, but yeah, you could break that if you let it bend too much. Here he is next to Tunnel Rat and Bazooka, a Bat and a Viper, Crimson Guard and Crimson Twins. Alright, this guy comes with a lot of unique accessories and stuff that would make it fun for pictures and other play patterns or display options you want to have. So he comes with a bunch of cool accessories. Unfortunately, with my figure, like I said, this limp ab crunch is a murderer. I hate it. I dislike this situation, this floaty. I'd rather that be more form-fitting or be able to be attached to the body more. It's so loose floating that I almost want to just glue it. I do like the option to be able to take it off, but then you'd have no place for his gun. But yeah, that's frustrating. These earphones are, like I said, they have very horrible paint apps. Completely trash paint apps, and they are so flexible they barely stick on the head. The glasses, better paint apps, but these are super pliable too, barely stays on the head. This cassette player, it's like anything you do after you plug that on and try to manipulate it, it will just fall off. This is like very pliable. It's kind of rigid, but it's pliable. And these binoculars just fall off, so that's frustrating. So you have a bunch of accessories, but a lot of them that will draw you to want this figure, like the sunglasses, headphones, and all that, they don't function well. I do like that he has these extra fists. The watch being removable is cool, and the watch is painted nice. I do like this optional head. That's one of the main draws. The way it sits, I guess that's realistic. They're supposed to be fluffy, puffy, but it just kind of looks too puffy. Let me raise the camera. From that low angle, everything looks crazy, but I think it should be this way. It's not too bad. That's not too bad. Well, yeah, I don't know if I can say that this is worth him being more than Sergeant Slaughter. Sergeant Slaughter came with a lot of accessories, and he's a big figure. He didn't come with an extra head, but he came with a bunch of good stuff that fit well. The hat works well on him. The sunglasses work well on him. They don't just fall off like my experience with the Valorverse figure. But yeah, I don't know if I can say that this was worth the $42 price point just because it's an exclusive. And then they even gave him old legs. But yeah, I like him. I do wish it didn't have this. That's my main gripe. And I do wish those other accessories worked better. That I'll just leave it like that. Anyhow, thank you for watching this. Please give me a like if you sat here till this point in the video. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here.
Figure action. That one's me.
Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description.
Click the videos. Click the fucking videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos.